Yes people, so today I'm going to be breaking down this GBP USD buy, what it took. Now the reason I'm breaking this down is because it's an A plus setup. So first of all, I'll just show you that I actually took the buy. I think you can see there. And there you can see, can you see? Yeah. And that's on my FTMO account. So let's get into the breakdown. So first things first, when I'm trading, I always like to be going with the higher time frame trend. So as you can see, we're clearly bullish. We've been in an uptrend for quite a while now. So I wasn't looking for anything other than buys. Now, if I'm looking for buys, I want to be looking for a higher time frame zone to buy from and then scale down on the lower time frame. Now, in this case, it was a 4-hour fair value gap, but this can be an order block or a fair value gap. The next thing I like to see is liquidity getting taken out, because if not, I don't feel confident in the trade. I feel like I'm always going to get stopped out if we haven't swept any liquidity. So as you can see, I marked out these lows here, and this was my pool of liquidity, what was getting taken out. Now the final thing is candle confirmation inside the zone. So I don't ever really use limits, I always just mark enter, and I just feel more confident. I like to see the reaction from the zones, so instead of just jumping in straight away or your stop loss just getting hit straight away, I always like to see how it reacts, and more often than not you can go on the lower time frames and scale in to still get a good risk to reward. Now as you can see on this trade here, let me just delete this. So we rejected this 4-hour fair value gap perfectly and closed back inside, and you could also say that we mitigated this demand zone. But whether this demand zone was here or not, I still would have took this trade, just because of the 4-hour gap. And yeah, I simply market entered and let it run for a free risk to reward. Now I've just skipped price back with no drawings on, just to basically run through what's going through my head at the time. So this is New York Open. New York's about to start, and I'm looking for buys because obviously we're bullish on the higher time frame. So I marked out my fair value gap. So this is my H4 fair value gap. So then I go on to the lower time frame, So now that I've got me higher time frame zone marked out, I know I'm looking for buys and I've got all this liquidity here. So the only thing I need to wait for is the zone to get tapped into and to wait for the candle rejection. So this is all I was waiting for in New York. If it didn't happen, then I wasn't going to trade. And it was this candle here where the market entered. As soon as price broke above this candle, that is when I got in for the buy. Stop loss below the low and just aimed for the 1 to 3. And yeah, price played out very nicely. So yeah, it's as simple as that. It might sound like it's complicated, and it might sound like there's a few steps, but it's literally, you're going with the higher time frame trend, you mark your higher time frame zone out and wait for the candle confirmation. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. A plus setup on GBP USD. Hopefully you've learned something, and yeah, subscribe for more. Peace out.